your feet are hard and crusty, I am going to give you some really good hacks to solve that. Like, you will never have that problem again. And some of these are going to be kind of normal and some are going to be very unhinged. So favorite this to come back to later. And if we're new friends here, my name is Bryce Gruber. I share a lot of the cool shit that I've learned over the years from being an editor at Reader's Digest, Today's Parent, doing journalism work for NBC, The Today Show, Martha Stewart Living, you name it. And anyway, crusty, hard, dry feet is a pretty common problem for almost every adult out there, and we're going to divide this into two issues. One is going to be just, hey, lifestyle, things are dry. Number two is going to be maybe a medical issue. This is a reminder that I'm not a doctor. I'm just sharing the information I've learned along the way. So you should talk to your own doctor if you feel like you have a medical issue. Anyway, let's get into it. Number one is going to be these super cheap foot scraper tools. They look kind of like single-use razors, but the shape is different. Let's open one together. And you're only using these once, okay? Don't do beyond that because they will get rusty. Can we see they have a sort of curved shape compared to a face razor? Pretty cool, huh? And don't worry, I'm gonna link below where you can find them, but they're probably also at your drugstore or even the Dollar Tree. You're gonna soak your feet in the shower, the tub, wherever you would soak your feet to the point where they're almost pruning. You are almost a human raisin. And then you're gonna use this against that tissue on your heel, your foot, gently scrape. It's going to peel off and be magnificent. But again, these are single use. You're going to use them once and toss it because after that they'll get rusty, and that's scary. Number two is going to be the oldest trick in the book. You're going to slather damp skin, your damp feet, like after you get out of the shower or bath, in Vaseline, a lot of Vaseline, and then you're gonna put cotton socks on and go to bed. Now this won't remove that dry skin, but it will soften it, so it makes it much easier to get off if you go in with one of those scraper tools or pumice or anything else. Number three, I've spoken about a million times before. I think it is one of the best products out there. It is really cheap. Do not worry, I linked everything in the description and I will put it all in my next free weekly newsletter. That information is here. This is a 40% Urea cream. It is cheap. I think the entire jar like this is like $4, but the much bigger jars are like $10 and they will last you so long. And Urea is a game changer for anyone with really dry skin. It will remove all the crusty old stuff and soften the new stuff. The key is you're gonna use this 2 or 3 times a week and you're gonna cover with socks and then go watch a movie, go to sleep, whatever. It needs a few hours to work, but I swear to you, your feet will never be the same again. Very strong, and I do wanna tell you that it is not for your face. Do not put it anywhere where your skin is thin, your face, your neck, your chest. It's not for that. I know I put the link below, but if you end up in your drugstore or Walmart or wherever you shop in person and you're looking for Urea cream, you're looking for anything with a 40% concentration or higher. That's going to be what works, plus a little bit of acid. The ones I like are 2% salicylic acid and fragrance-free, but you do you. Moving on to number 4, we've got these moisturizing heel socks, which are lined with like a silicone type coating that seals moisture in. They are amazing if you also put the Vaseline or the Urea cream, but on their own they work too. I also like that these are cheap and reusable. You can get a lot of uses out of each pair and they don't leave your toes all bound up. You can go to sleep in them and not hate your life. Okay, now let's talk about the medical things, and I'm going to remind you, you should talk to a doctor. I am not your doctor. I'm just saying if your feet are persistently really dry, really crusty, really flaky, any of that, it could be a fungus. And if your doctor confirms that you are dealing with a fungal issue, which by the way is like way more common than people realize, like pretty much everyone who's ever been to a public pool or a gym or anything like that has been at risk. And these are the 3 things they're gonna tell you to get. Number 1 is gonna be an antifungal cream. If your insurance covers it, good, you're set. Stay tuned for the last one because I think it's the best one of all and you may be able to bypass all this other stuff. But number 2 is going to be this carousel. It is a foot soak. You put it in the tub and put your feet in or in a bucket or wherever else you would soak your feet. Relieves. It's astringent. It kills some of the fungus. Like, it's a good product. And don't worry, I will link it. And the last one is going to be this bar of soap. Now, I'm going to show you how to use it. It's a really interesting bar of soap because it is loaded with an active ingredient called tolnaftate. Tolnaftate will kill that fungus. Very often the prescription that your doctor ends up writing you is going to be a tolnaftate wash, like a body wash style gel. But if you get the soap, you can get this over the counter, and I'm going to show you how to use it. Get it wet. You're going to rub it in your hand aggressively until you get some kind of foam, like a good amount of foam on your hand. Here we go, that foam. Then you're going to rub your feet with that. That's it. You're gonna let it sit for 10 or 15 minutes in this foam. You may need more. That's probably not enough for 2 feet. This is probably enough for 1 foot. Let it sit. Let that tolnafnate go to work, and then rinse it off after 10 or 15 minutes, and you are gonna be in a much better position. If you like this and want more, consider leaving a comment. It would mean the world to me. And subscribe to my free weekly newsletter. I put a lot of information like this in every single week.